It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Faith won't lead blessing. It don't really work like that. It don't really work like that.
In the precarious position, I gotta get out and get it. My manifesto is. Hey, let me finish. My goal is to make a million, then replicate it, then flip it, and show the little homies they could do the same. Let me kick this game. Fresh off a placement in the TV and film. I got a check to pay immediate bills. That's 6 months in the making. In the kitchen by the oven, we baking. I put a dime in this before shifting my focus from famous. My illustration is a mission statement. Get off your ass, nigga. I did the same, but I left the shit in the past, nigga. Can't wait for opportunity. My ops have warned me. I took my ambition and work and lined them up congruently. Who is he? Nolan from the Dale, nigga living well. If y'all had to witness where I dwell, many was shit they sells. Came from the bottom at the bottom of the map. Anybody want a problem, it's a rap. All my niggas get it.
Faith won't lead blessings your way. It don't really work like that. Still gotta get off your ass, get paid. Faith won't lead blessings your way. It don't really work like that. Still gotta get off your ass, get paid.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. Okay? If you enjoyed that song that y'all just heard on the intro, that song is called Faith Plus Work, featuring B. Trenton from the Family Over Fame album. Again, if you want to get your own copy of the album, it's not available on streaming. You could just go to realjnolan.com and you can go grab it there. It's going to take you to a Tune Goody checkout. You could get the CD, you can get the digital version, you can get the vinyl or a cassette. It's all up to you, however you want to have it. All right? Now, let's get into this whole Griselda situation, okay? Now, typically, I know not everybody's into Griselda, not everybody's into Westside Gunn, not into Benny the Butcher, perhaps not into Conway the Machine, but it can't be understated what they've done in hip-hop over the course of the last decade plus. We're talking about an underground group that come out of Buffalo, New York, and created an entire movement around themselves. You know what I'm saying? These guys have seen major heights in music. At one point, they were both signed to Rock Nation Management and signed to Eminem under Shady at the same time as a label. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, as each of them got bigger, put out projects, developed their own fan base, it seems that the relationship began to sour. They are family, but they've since taken their own separate ways, right? They collaborate with each other here and there. Every couple weeks, every couple months, you hear something about some problems, but then there's always a cleanup that comes with it of some sort, right? But now it seems like things have reached almost an incurable level. All right. So both both Conway the Machine and Benny the Butcher have new music in which it sounds like they're taking shots at Westside Gunn. Westside Gunn is the, he's the head of Griselda. It's basically his brand. In which he signed them and then they all developed with each other from the ground up, right? But this is his baby. He's put money into it. He's the creative director, you know what I mean? The whole nine. But there's always been this topic of whether or not Benny and Conway actually had equity in the situation, any ownership of the situation, in which they would be able to have, long-term generational wealth from the company that they helped build. Because without them, I do not see Westside Gunn being, as big as he is. Like he probably would have developed a following because of his charisma, because of his ad libs, everything that he does. But without two superior rappers also standing next to him and being able to collaborate and do everything that they did, I don't see him being that on his own, right? But every time that equity conversation has come up, it's pretty much like Benny and Conway have always felt left out in that conversation. You know what I mean? So Conway started his own company, Drumworks. Benny started his own thing, BSF, Black Soprano Family. Neither one of those companies have had the same level of success as Griselda has, you know, but they're trying to make do. They're putting out their solo projects. They got producers. They got, artists that they work with and what have you. I couldn't tell you an artist under either of those companies, but they have them nonetheless. And, I can't knock them for it because they're trying to find ways to build their own empire at the same time that they can run, they can control, and make profitable. But again, there's always been this underlying conversation about ownership amongst them. So first, we have Conway. He's the one, for those that don't know, who was shot in the face, and he has, the kind of crooked face or whatever due to the scarring and everything. That he put out a Make Them Pay freestyle. Of course, Make Them Pay from Iceman, the best beat on the project, if you ask me. He decided to rap over that beat, and in that song, he alluded to a meeting in which they had with Jay-Z, where he suggested to Westside Gunn that you bust down 10% of the company with Conway and Benny, right? So Westside Gunn is managed by Roc Nation. Benny the Butcher, also managed by Roc Nation, at least last that I known. I don't know if he's still there, but I do remember that was a thing. However, I think Roc Nation wanted to sign them in the company under the label division once upon a time. But Jay-Z said, yo, let them get 5% each. You know what I'm saying? And we could do the deal. We could move forward and it'll be fair for everybody involved. It's not like no huge chunk, but just bust it down 5 and 5, so that they feel involved, that not all of the work that they're doing to build this thing up is going for naught. And word has it that Westside Gunn basically was like, shit, no, fuck that. I ain't with it. So now we got a song from Conway and we have a preview of a song from Benny, kind of speaking to the nature of the relationship. Okay. Conway has a new mixtape coming out with DJ Who Kid very soon. If you fuck with Conway, he has a phone number that you could text. You could get the first 10 songs off the mixtape and bump it at your own leisure before it actually comes out. And let's get to it, because I think it should be safe to play. And the name of the tape is going to be called I Heard You Paint Houses, for those that don't know.
Flicking through pages of Wallow's news literature, dreaming of being free over a bottle of the prisoner. Wow. Fans stopped me in traffic to get my signature. I remember when all of this shit was just a wish was. I did a lot of reflecting when I spent last summer in Greece, thinking if it wasn't for Griselda, what would I be? Or maybe what would Griselda be if it wasn't for me? I used to want the rap glory, now all I want is my peace. Dinner with Hov, he told Dog, give your brother a piece. I seen it in his eyes right then, he don't want me to eat.
Give your brother a piece. And if I'm not mistaken, Conway and Westside Gunn are blood brothers. Dinner with Hov, he said, give your brother a piece. I seen it in his eyes. He don't want me to eat. Hold on, man. These ain't homies you grew up with. This is family business, man.
me? Or maybe what would Griselda be if it wasn't for me? I used to want the rap glory, now all I want is my peace. Dinner with Hov, he told Dog, give your brother a piece. I seen it in his eyes right then, he don't want me to eat. Don't even get the credit for the work that I done on the beats, not to mention the money that was clipped in the other deceit. Put smut on my name and shit.
Money that was clipped in the other deceit. So he's saying there was some money that ain't been, you know, sent through and other deceit. That's nasty. Shit, let's play the rest of it for good measure. What else he gonna get into on here?
Me like I'm under a tree. Made people believe that the person who bugging is me. A lot that I could say, but I'm never get the credit for the Z again. People asking where your homie Chad, I don't see your man. I had to cut ties, he was stealing from me again. Somebody sent the money for a feature from me again. He tucked it in his pocket soon as it hit his greedy hands. Avoiding me and ghost people.
Hold on. This nigga said somebody sent the money through for a feature, and the nigga stuck it in his pocket and got ghosts. So he had to fire his man. God damn. Telling you, man, in order to build a team out this bitch, man, that shit got to be foolproof. And you can't do nothing to niggas because if you fuck them up, you going to jail. Guess who's going to jail tonight? That's fucked up.
A feature from me again. He tucked it in his pocket soon as it hit his greedy hands. Avoiding me and ghost people, can't even be a man. I should've wilded out on the nigga, put feet in hands. But honestly, I'm thankful, homeboy, cause I'm free again. Damn! Yeah. Free. Free. Shout out Joe Budden. World Star. That's all I need. No. My mixtapes. I'm free, nigga. All mixtapes. I'm free, baby. Damn.
Who Kid, you don't sound right no more, man. It might be time to hang up the mixtape drops. That don't sound like the Who Kid I remember, man. Shout out Joe Budden. I don't know, man. I don't know. Song tough though. And I just want to be free. Like, yo, I just want to do my own thing. I want to make my music. I want to live. I want to be able to eat off of my creations. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to bust it down with my brother, my family, the shit we started together. But when Jay said, shit, split song with your bro, I could tell that nigga ain't want it. He ain't want to do it. So shit, let me go do my own thing. Shit. Plus all the other money and different shit that wasn't working anyway. I'm better off on my own. Next verse, he talk about how his manager was stealing money off of features. I mean, I could only imagine if that shit happened, what other discrepancies was happening behind the scenes that led up to that. Definitely wasn't a first time thing. But said he'd been looking into a procedure that could perhaps fix his face. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, guess he gonna not do it and just stick to, you know, being happy with himself. That joint dope, but that ain't the end of the story because we still got Benny the Butcher who put out a snippet of a record. And let's just play it.
Yo, it's mine, but this rap shit supposed to be ours. They give me bad advice, that's dope, they was coaching me out of. I did shit they supposed to be proud.
Hold on. This rap shit is mine, it's supposed to be ours. They gave me bad advice and some coaching for some dough that's supposed to be what? What was that?
Yo, it's mine, but this rap shit supposed to be ours. They give me bad advice, that's dope, they was coaching me out of.
They gave me bad advice that was dope, they was coaching me out of. So again, this is all happening within a few days apart. It's supposed to be ours, the group, the label. They gave me bad advice that was dope. They was coaching me out of. So he's also talking about money discrepancies. Fuck.
Yo, it's mine, but this rap shit supposed to be ours. They gave me bad advice, that's dope, they was coaching me out of. I did shit they supposed to be proud of. When you stand tall, they try to bring you down like both of the towers. I never count smoke with a coward. There's only beef when you really gotta creep with your toast to the shower. Y'all got desperate and broke the nostalgia. I knew you was dissing me. I still told niggas go get your album. My own people though,
I knew you was dissing me. I still told niggas go get your album. Fuck.
Told niggas go get your album. My own people though, I know it's the outcome. Got me combing through friends, peeking over my shoulder like Malcolm. I stash dope in the folds of the couches. You might think we're the same, but how y'all deal with emotions, I doubt it. Without me, they was throwing a towel in. I'm the nigga who struck gold, then went back and told where I found it. The fire hot, you gotta know where to douse it. I put your little spark out. Better use your dome for I scalp it. The work cheap like clothes from the outlet. But when that pot broke, I still trying to save all the coke I could salvage. You lose a pack, you get scolded about it. I bought cribs and gave keys and codes to my houses to both of my spouses. I'm a pea like sauce and
Damn, not both of his spouses. What type of... You gave codes and keys to both of his spouses. Do they know about that? Good God. Good God, Shemaiah. That shit sound hard, though, you know. And I definitely criticized the fuck out of Benny over that fucking nerd shit he was talking about before. But I could never say that nigga can't rap. I could never say that nigga, when he focused, ain't making good music. That shit sound like some shit I would be playing pretty frequently. You know what I mean? That's that brand of hip hop that I love. I love when these niggas rap on actual beats, not just fucking looped up samples, but actual beats with drums and shit going on in them. But yeah. So on the heels of all of this, we had, of all people, we had Maul, aka Maleficent, come out and speak on this situation. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh, come on, why? But Maul actually deals very closely with these guys. Both Rory and Maul have dealt with these guys in very close proximity. They have a recent interview with Benny on their platform, so just gonna have to roll with the punches on this one, where he actually is the one who expounded upon that 5 and 5% advice that Jay-Z gave them, but he never spoke on it up until that Make Them Pay freestyle came out, and now he's divulging.
How do you feel about the Conway verse freestyle?
On the Make Them Pay?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my guy Conway, man. That's my nigga, man. Always love when I hear Con drop some music.
But
some of the things he said in there, I was like, oh. It was a little disheartening and a little like, you know.
What specifically?
I mean, something that I knew for a while, but I just never spoke about it publicly, was one of the main reasons why there was kind of like a split in Griselda was because Westside Gunn didn't want to give Benny and Conway 5% of Griselda, so 10%, and let them split 10%, which is something that Jay-Z had kind of like suggested in a meeting with them, and Gunn said no, he didn't want to do that. Which to me was shocking. When I first heard about that, I was like, word? Like, now don't get it twisted, Gunn, you know, he definitely curated the whole Griselda thing. He got it lit, got it popping, but Griselda is not Griselda without the three of them.
I agree.
Same shit I said.
So when you say 10%,
that's nothing.
And we're family for real, like brothers and cousin, like,
Now, you chose Drake over your own brother, so be careful what you saying out here talking about family, nigga. You say you chose Drake over your brother and The Rock. So you might not be the best reliable source to talk about family and business.
That was a little shocking. And I never spoke on it because obviously that's something that I guess, you know, they didn't want to be public knowledge. So I wasn't going to be the person to speak about that. But Conway obviously, you know, put it out there on this freestyle. And yeah, so that was something that when I first heard about that, I was kind of like, damn, that's a little fucked up. But I'm hearing that they've had conversations and are working through things and in a better place right now than they were a while ago. So hopefully they get that right. And then Conway talking about his split with my guy Chad, who was managing him. I spoke to Chad a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, and he let me know that, him and Con was going separate ways. Didn't really get into the whys and whatever. It was just, let me know that, he wasn't gonna really be around anymore, but, want to remain in touch and things like that. I haven't spoken to Conway yet. I am gonna call him though so we could chop it up.
And again, that's their business, but shout out to Chad. Love Chad.
Man, that nigga said that man stole that man feature money, man. Fuck that shout out. That nigga said he stole my motherfucking feature money, nigga. You gonna shout that nigga out? Don't shout that motherfucker out, man. Somebody tried to shout and send me some motherfucking money. That nigga shouted it in his motherfucking pocket. And tried to shout launder that motherfucker away from me. No, ain't no shout out. Oh, man, when you gotta try to be diplomatic.
Yeah, whatever they differences
nothing but
are,
good,
that's
good to me.
Not our business.
Yeah.
Conway said what he said, obviously.
Said that man thieving.
In regards to the situation. And I've had, a personal conversation with Chad, and that will remain personal as well. But,
same.
Things happen, man. Things sometimes go sour, go a different way for whatever reason. But change is not always a negative thing. Change can be great for both.
Demir is sitting there looking like that nigga said that nigga stole. J Nolan ain't saying nothing wrong. That nigga fucking stole. Y'all over here shouting out, having a personal conversation. That man stole. Okay? Hell, she damn near wearing the motherfucking shout colors, ain't she? Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. But yeah, man, all jokes aside, I hate that they ended up in the situation that they have. I mean, these niggas at once upon a time, these were an underground ass rap group that was getting mainstream love, performed at Coachella years ago. You know what I'm saying? Doing boom bap. That's a big fucking feat. Had The Rock, had Shady, had Jay-Z wanting to basically give y'all the bread. And the nigga said, nah, I'm not finna bust down 5% with my motherfucking brother and cousin. Nigga, fuck that. That's nasty. And the brand has done nothing but suffer since then. If you love Griselda, you love Rome Streets, you love all of that shit. I'm not saying that that's not good or that it's not cool, but the trajectory that they had as a unit would have been so much bigger had they been able to stay in the pocket that they were in and actually be able to, pocket just a little bit off of what it was that they was putting in. It just didn't play out that way. It's unfortunate. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5-6 bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy